How are we doing, folks? It's Mario from MF Fly Tying. If you are new to the channel, thank you very much for joining us for the first time. Hopefully you enjoy this video and you want to subscribe. If you are returning to the channel as a subscriber, thank you very much for your continued support. So today I've got a size 10 blob in the vise, and the purpose of this video is to show you that a fly that I've been fishing, and it is a blob. Everybody fishes them. There's lots of different variations of colours. This one is a Tutti Frutti from Chuck and Duck, and it's their groovy blob material, which is excellent. I actually really like this because it's got a variation of different colours in it, from sunburst to kind of peach and coral and pink, so it kind of covers all bases. But this fly's tied in a size 10 hook, and the fly that I'm going to tie you is actually this one here, so hopefully you see the difference in this fly. This is also in a size 10, same materials. This one does have a kind of holographic tail in it, but that's a completely different profile. Exactly the same material, just tied in short, but it's on a size 10 hook. And the reason for that is I think you get better hookups than trying to fish a much smaller hook with the same size of fly. So that's really a size 14 body that's on a size 10 hook, and I'll show you the difference. In fact, here's one here that's on a size 14 hook. Can barely actually see the hook in the video. I'll actually put that in the vise just now. See if we can get it in the vise. But this is exactly the same length of material on a size 14 hook, and the hook is absolutely buried. That fly there, sorry, it's just falling out the vise, should I say. That fly there works perfectly fine. But my belief is, covering up that hook point, I don't think you get as many solid hookups. So that's my my theory anyway. Now, I was out on the Lake of Menteith last Thursday with Keith Logan, and this is the fly that I was fishing on my point, and I did have on the bigger one, the original blob that I showed you. And if you look at that there, you can see it's got a lot more material. You can't see the hook. You've got a lot more material than this, and then when it is wet, it does slim down. So some people call these a midget gem blob, but again, the ones that I've seen tied are tied in smaller hook, size 12s, size 14s, and my experience is some of the takes you get on these, they don't play about with the fly. Sometimes, especially towards the end of the season, you've got a lot of educated fish where they come up and maybe play with the flies and they're just plucking at it, and you don't hook up. Change it to something like this, and it's almost like getting buzzer takes, especially if you're fishing it with buzzers, or I sometimes fish this in my top dropper with a couple of comments behind it, and the takes can be absolutely savage. So we'll go ahead and we'll tie the fly. As I said, this is just a size 10 nymph hook that I've got in the vise there. So thread I'm using is just a Textream in red. You can do orange if you wish, or white, or whatever you want. And you want to just bring this down just a third of the body. That's all you need for this fly. I haven't seen these tied commercially on any of the kind of websites from the kind of commercial tyers, so I'm not sure if you can buy them. If someone knows where you can get them, then please let me know, because not everybody that watches the channel is a fly tyer. And I'm going to put a wee bit of tinsel in the back of this. Is just an opal in medium. So I've taken it and I've doubled it and then doubled it again, and I'm just going to tie that in just at the back, just as a wee accent. Had a great day with Keith. If anyone's fished with Keith, he's a great angler, good laugh in the boat as well. And we done very well in the practice on Thursday. And as I said, this is one of the flies that worked for me on the practice. So as I said, this is Tutti Frutti, groovy, groovy blob material from Chuck and Duck. I'll show you it again. That's it there. I got this from Hair Law, from Ross. So we'll go ahead and we'll tie this. So really, really short. Tie it in just exactly how you would tie any blob or fab. Just touching turns, nice and tight, up against every turn. Just wet it a little bit just to get the fibres come back the way. Just make sure that your fibres are getting pushed back with every turn. When I first tied this fly, I mean, there's nothing to it. I mean, there's nothing particularly special. It's just tying it on a size 10. For my, in my opinion, for my eye, I think it looks better. You might look at it and think there's a lot of hook that's showing, but believe you me, that does not matter. These flies catch a lot of fish. We've got our head built up there, nice neat head. And we'll tie that off. And then, because this has got the pearl butt on the back of it, you just want to come in and just snip that just off the back of the hook. See, that's just a wee extra bit in there. And when that's wet, as I said, that's the size of a 14. And if I show you that again, there's the same thing. As I said, hook's buried. Any fish coming up to take that fly, you're hooking them. This is only my belief, and that's twice the size and a size 10 hook. So if you are out fishing, whether it's small still waters or large reservoirs, try just scaling down your blobs and your fabs, even your boobies as well. Just tie them a little bit smaller. Don't worry about the size of the hook. That's in a size 10. I'll happily fish that all day long, and it catches a ton of fish. And as I said right at the very beginning, the takes that you get on this in comparison to the bigger blobs, they're less pernickety, or they don't pluck it. They just take the fly. So as I said, they can be like buzzer takes. And I think that's just the size and the profile of that. Plus, you're not covering any of the hook there. And I don't think it puts the fish off at all. So if you enjoyed that video, guys, please hit the subscribe now button if you're not already done so. I will be doing a session, or a video should I say, on how I build out a fly box. So all the way from buzzers all the way through your nymphs, be it your dialbacks, your crunchers, even some muskins, etc., and how I build out my nymph box all the way from buzzers. And it's really not complicated at all. Use the same combination of colours all the way through all the different nymphs from the buzzer all the way up to your dry flies as well, and you can quickly build up a box. So stay tuned for that. Got lots going on as well, so some exciting news that's going to come out in the forthcoming few weeks. So please bear with us, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Try that fly and let me know how you got on. Take care, guys, and tight lines.